we're gonna start digging into actually building this little rocket down here. And I've already got some of the prep work on, but not much. I want to save some for the camera. So let's take a look what we got so far. Separate out the pieces of the main body of the rocket because they're pretty identifiable which ones goes where. One thing I didn't necessarily want to do is get so far in and then think, what does this piece go to? Because the number is on the sprue. This one is just snapped in there. There's a little thing to hold it there so when you stand up it'll stay steady. And as I mentioned, the caps on this thing, apparently they packed it while it was still cooling because this was wedged inside this thing. And these are the same diameter. So naturally, it was a bit of a problem trying to get them disconnected. I had to use the my lava lamp over there. Basically take the bottle out, out the and just set the thing right over the light. Eventually it warmed up enough that I was able to yank it out. Now some of this stuff, now the model is designed to come apart. It's kind of an educational thing, so you can see each individual stage. And these guys right here are part of it. Little hooks in there, and it'll snap on things. Now I think next thing I'm going to do, and there's little hinges to put together so you can have this thing splay out so you can see the lunar module inside. And these are part of the hinges there, I think. I think what I'm going to do next here, though, is put together some of the smaller things, like we got the escape tower here. The escape summit for the caps or the command module. I don't think I'm going to do the lunar module because there's a lot of painting involved with that to get everything straight. But I think the command module can probably go together. I'll look at it. I'm at least going to do the escape tower because ideally I want to be able to get a lot of this so I can put just the shape of the rocket together and then just drive it together. Primer it. Probably primer white, I think. And that way, cut down a lot of the. I'm trying to make this as labor because I'm going to be bouncing around with the instructions here. We'll just say, do that. Oh, put in order. Well, typical German thing. They want you to do precisely as they want to do, and in this order, or you will be punished. Yeah. But yeah, I think. You see, I don't think the command module is supposed to come away from the service module. I think they're supposed to all stay together. I don't see any heat shield. Yeah, I think that'll, well, yeah, okay. I'll look into that. But that's what we're looking at right now. Right now we're just going to put together the escape tower on there and see where we go from there. Here are the first pieces I've put glue to. And for the record, I'm using the old testers and tube thing. It's an old kit. What better way than use the old glue? Something I noticed on this sucker, though, there's no indication for the hatch. And yes, there was a hatch on this thing. When this thing was on the capsule, they climbed in through it. So I'm going to have to see if there's maybe a decal for it. But yeah, we're now officially underway. Let's finally have glue applied to plastic. Let that dry. And I figure out what to do next here. This little jobber right there. So yeah, everything comes apart. The command module comes from there. Although for now, I think we're going to start putting together these engine bells here. Because everything else is probably going to require some degree of painting before they put together. So let's just go ahead and get these suckers put together. In this particular case, a good way, because one of the problems any model really is being able to hold it, put the glue in there, and not get your fingers in the glue. In this case, just hold it by the bells here because you glue on the edges, and completely avoid the glue. So, anything else, it's your own problem. So. 5 main engines of the Saturn V rocket. Notice that the engine is bigger than the command module. Again, give you an idea of how big these freaking engines are. And I think move on to some assembly stuff. Right? I think I put the upper stage lunar module together because they got to be together anyway for painting. So let's see what we get going here. I have the ascent stage of the lunar excursion module, and something I didn't really notice, so I actually put together is the seam is right down the middle of the hatchway, so that's why I ran to look at that. I didn't quite recognize. Well, that doesn't look like it, but Now, yeah, and I suppose we might have to get a little creative and painting on the hatch and stuff. Yeah, this could be, and there's a little twist next goes, so it'll just sit in and you twist lock into the descent stage. Cause yeah, everything comes apart completely. So this is quite the educational little item here. So I think from here, I think I'm going to see about how feasible it is to do this the service module on the because the command module is basically just the cone, but the service module here, if I got to do something with the engines first or what. So let's see what we're doing with that. So I figured I better document this. Now here, now this, this is basically facing up here where the command module is. So, and there's where, little hook where it'll connect into the hole below it. So I got two little lines in here. Now this is the lower plate. That's where the where the engine. That's got to be below, basically. Because you got this line here, it's got to be on this side of the line, otherwise it just won't fit. Try and go above the line just because the latch is in the way. So that has to go basically on the inside portion of that line. This one, however, goes on the outside portion of the line. That's where the command module sits, on top of these little bumps here. So one of those things you tiny little thing, and look at the instructions carefully. It's there, but it's it's just one of those things you got to be very careful, and that's why I've got a non-Star Trek model, so I have to actually look at the directions and pay attention. Because again, I could throw together that Enterprise model, practically blindfolded, and don't even look at the instructions. This one, got to pay attention. So it wasn't really explicitly stated in the instructions, but could solve a world of hassle later. The instructions seem to imply put both this in first and then put the other thing together. Better idea, because this one the bottom one can very easily get crooked in there, and if you put that on, you won't notice immediately, but once you put the engine on there, it'll be clear it's crooked. So what you do is you basically put it, and then because it's got to go on the inside line anyway, so that's going to stop it. So put the hole together, stick that plate in there, and get that position to make sure it's straight. And this one, I think because I just had to pull the thing apart to do it. And you can just put in. You can get in there, press it down with your finger gently, so you don't pop it out, and make sure everything is all lined up right. And that looks straight. And then you can go back, because this has to be on this side line, so you're fine. You can do that from outside. And then, shouldn't have any problems from that point on. Module. So we're going to take a look at how this, because I got some little pegs on there, and see how that sits in there. It's going to hold still. Yeah. So it sits right on there, I guess. The peg connects to a peg in there. And then you can pull it apart and see, that's where all three guys sit in there. And this great big gigantic racket, that's right. That's all that comes back. Oh, such a wonderful, wasteful time was the 60s. Of course, it was mainly built for speed and stuff. You take all the time in World War I, we wouldn't have made it to the turn of this century. But also, we would have reusable ships and all that stuff. They'd be able to come back and land. All that Werner von Braun stuff. So I was like, I can't do that. Yeah, actually, that's what they're doing now. They're landing the rockets, reusing them, refurbishing them. So let's see, where do we go from here? I think there's not much further to really do without having to break out the paints, and I don't want to break out the paints just yet. So I think maybe I can put together the top of the third stage with the hinges. Beyond that, I'm not going to go much further. So Let's see what we can do here. Maybe just because the cramped quarters. I'm trying to deal with both the hinge and the door. So I'm going to try put the glue in here in the two spots and then press it in that way. See how that works out. I got for a chance to see how it works. So if this one doesn't work with one, I'll try a different approach with another. But it looks like the best chance of the fewer chances of things going weird. So with the biggest pain in the butt, getting that hinge in there, and also pay attention because a little round peg there on this one, it's not over. It's not over on this one. That's the little thing that the little, where are we? See the little clip there on the bottom of the service module? That's what it hooks onto. So you got to make sure that there's one peg and one peg opposite each other, or you're going to have problems getting that thing attached there. And we're going to see how this thing looks so if I can get it to behave here long enough to put it all together. The impatient. So I'm pretty sure the hinges are in place, and trying to get this thing to connect up to that thing is a major pain in the ass. So it's like I'm just going to let that thing dry so at least the hinges stop coming off on me. And I think that is probably going to be it, because anything else requires some painting involved. So I think I'm going to double check here. Maybe I can get some of the larger stages put together. But we'll see. Hold on. To put that in before you can send it, which it won't go in otherwise. But everything else on there, I'm going to get on there. And whole thing regarding the engine, the engine nozzles. Hold that there like that. These are not a snug fit. But just remember, the bell end goes in the round part, and the inlet just goes to the rectangular part. But don't even try to drive it. They're not going to. You got to commit and glue them in. I'm not ready to do that because that's got to be painted green first. But otherwise, that's pretty much the first stage here. Just go. Let's see, got little clips on the sides here. That's what goes into that. So I'm going to get that situated again. And I'll see what else I can do. I can ring down, and then got a couple, and the little pegs in there. They connect up with the little hooks. And there, it takes a little working to get on there, but this is probably one of the most famous parts of the lower part, because generally the newsreel footage, the footage you see there of the separation, the bottom part is already detached. It's the ring that goes out. But if you look at the thing way in the distance, you can see the rest of the first stage kind of already dropped off there. But this one, goes out and the flames out in the middle there. That's what that is right there. Did the second stage. It's also you gotta put the little tank thing in there first, and the ass end of it. Engine belts going like that. This is gonna be a real loose fitting model. Make a little assistance staying together. In fact, I think I might have it freestanding long enough to get some decent pictures of it. But after that's going to be taken apart and put away somewhere. And there's the third stage. I'm going. You can see with the direction. You got to put the inserts in first and then close it up. But yeah, I think I can work around that there. So get an idea just how freaking tall this thing's going to be. And that's only the second stage. So catch you in a minute. There should be noted about the third stage here. You have a little gap, you put that down because remember, this is where the lunar module fits into when you get that cockamamie thing on top of it. So you need down to the second line there. To need a little room for the lem. And more hooks on here, so I'm going to put this up top here and see if we can get it to stand straight. I need both hands here, so hold on. Getting a very large rocket. And that still hasn't got the little top cone in there and in the command module. So let's see if I can manage something here. A little assistance from some masking tape in the right places. There's the sucker at its full height. Missing some engine parts, of course, but that'll come later. I think we're about the point where I need to start painting now before I can go any further. So I think next thing will be probably to get it primered. Just do a white, flat white on it. Then maybe while I'm at it, go ahead and mask off the stuff to the black parts. Because I got some black and white, spray paint there. And then we will proceed with the fine detailing of some of the interior green parts and some other things. So I think we'll call it a wrap there and get things put together. PayPal, Patreon down below. I really need more patrons, guys. Come on, we have 2 people carrying the load here. Let's give them a little assistance here. And again, I got a $1 level, so nothing big, no big commitments here. And the post office box is still for now. Captain Robert April, 4046 North Goldenrod Road, number 115, Winter Park, Florida 32792, and we will get back at you later.